Steve Weaver has had to overcome a lot in his life, between dyslexia that wasn't diagnosed until very late in life, to addiction, to overcoming fear. How does he do it? He leans in, does research, and works hard. Listen in to my top takeaways from my interview with Steve Weaver. Hello, dreamers. Welcome to the Late Starters Club, giving you the inspiration, mindset, and tools you need to start something midlife and beyond. Remember, it's never too late to follow your dreams. First, a word from our sponsor, me. Are you feeling stuck in your business and aren't sure how to grow? Or maybe you're starting something new and just really don't know what strategy is going to work best for you. Then you might need my one-on-one coaching and consulting. I've personally helped businesses grow to the six-figure mark and seven-figure mark. Whether it's really diving into your ads and seeing what's wrong, giving you hands-on specific advice, or it's just taking a look at your overall strategy and giving you some recommendations for moving ahead. Just go to AndreaVall.com and go to the Consulting and Coaching tab for more information and packages that fit your needs. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. Weaver has had to learn differently his whole life, but he didn't know it. He didn't realize that he learned differently. He just thought that maybe he was stupid or he just had to work harder because his brain didn't work quite right. But when he really leaned in and discovered that he actually had dyslexia, what I like about our interview is that he really dove into the way he researched the dyslexia. So he provided a whole bunch of links and a whole bunch of resources that we're going to have in the Quick Fix Friday episode as well. So if you think you might have dyslexia, stay tuned or check out that episode because he has leaned into research. And that's what I think is very key when you're coming up against a problem. And what he did was just find a way through it. He found that if he worked hard and learned in different ways, that he could be successful. He graduated summa cum laude. He had a successful career. And now he's applying that learning differently into his acting and comedy with having to memorize lines or memorize his material in a different way because his brain works differently. So that's my biggest takeaway from our interview with Steve Weaver, because I thought it was amazing that he really just leaned into that research and discovered this problem mostly on his own. And when it really started to come to light, then he was really able to say, aha, that is something I have. And everything fell into place. Although it did send him for a little bit of time back into a depression, but he was able to move through that as well. And I think that was also an interesting lesson from him is just the ups and downs of his life and the way he was able to persevere through a few different bouts of addiction, through different types of traumas and fears that he's had throughout his life, and just keeping his mantra, keeping his focus, and really keeping a positive attitude. So, if you haven't had a chance to listen to the episode with Steve Weaver, listen in. It's inspiring. And you might think about some things in your life that might be difficult or challenging, and maybe apply that real love of research into those areas yourself. Hope that was helpful, and make sure you grab the free guide, Top Tools for Late Starters, on the website at latestartersclub.com. And let's turn dreaming into doing.